on Messenger.
Let me, let me put this over here on my other big screen. Um,
Ah, yeah.
oh my God, this Sunday. I'm gonna be watching Buffalo Bills, Chicago Bears, and I don't know. My Clippers finally on a two game winning spree.
Okay. Yo, so how do you feel about like us as men? I get it. Women's sports aren't that appealing. But how can we make it that they do make some money?
Uh
Because
huh.
they just kind of, I feel like after having a conversation with a woman, it just feel like they just want to be heard. You know what I mean? Like they
Who
just
gives a
want,
fuck about her? You don't make money.
yeah, but that's
Uh
because
oh,
people
I
don't
have a
want to see
camera
it.
problem. Am I frozen?
No.
Yeah, there we go. Um, because people don't want to see them, which is true. People don't want to see them. So if I don't want to see you, why is you trying to make money from a company that you gotta really look at the word, and you don't like looking
Yes.
at that word, but
Yes. No, no,
subsidizing.
no. But how is it that we can have women leave the WNBA and make 10 times, 15 times their income by getting an OnlyFans page? Like,
All right, hold on. Let me switch camera thing. This thing ain't
uh,
it's acting funny like I thought it would. Ah, I'm back, bitches. So, like I was saying, bro, when it comes to OnlyFans, you got way more people who look at that, way more men that look at that and spend their money on that than they will spend their money on sports. Like you probably didn't know that the hockey got a professional league now, you know what I'm saying, for women and stuff like that. Men don't know that because they're not into that. We sexualize women, and
yeah, and that's the issue. Like,
it ain't the
that's what
issue
I'm
is
trying
that
to
we're
get to.
trained for something that's what we naturally do.
Yeah, but how
Why
can we make it so like they're not penalized for our, because we're sexually attracted to them just in that specific way? How can we make it so like they're not penalized for that in their
what
pockets?
you I think you what you um in sports, it's gonna take
Yeah.
them. It's Listen here. It's a female sport, right? Can I get a yes or no? It's a female sport, right?
Yes.
So why is more men watching a female sport than females? Why aren't you asking females? Why don't y'all support the women? You ever think about that?
Yeah.
It's a female sport, right? You do?
Hmm.
So what they
It's a
say?
female
Why
sport.
don't females support? Huh?
I don't know. I haven't asked that question.
You haven't. That's the. But that should be a main question. You sitting
But
up
let's
here?
let's
No,
say they are. Let's say they are.
they're not.
How do
They're
we know this?
not. Huh? How do I know that, bruh?
Yeah.
I watch the WNBA. I can name you players from old school, new school, and they ain't even got into the league. I can tell you what Adi Crooks just dropped on Kansas City 41, baby. Stop playing. I watched the women's sports. I watched it. I'm
Yeah.
a fan. So and I see who be at the games. I see who wearing the jersey.
But we're talking from a man's perspective, right?
And I'm telling you from a
Why
man's
are
perspective.
we why are we over sexualizing the
We
women?
don't
Why?
over sexualize nothing. We
Yes, we do.
criticize women just like we criticize men in sports, and female can't take it in basketball.
We over sexualize it.
But you see how I gave you a real reason of what's going on and how you don't want to accept the truth.
But I told you also that a woman could be in the WNBA, go to OnlyFans, and make 15 times her salary.
Yes, you said that, but that ain't got nothing to do with who's over there watching the content.
How many women basketball players are there? I mean, how many women are into sports compared to how many men are into sports? Men shouldn't be so sexist when it comes to sports. They should want to watch the women and the men.
Bruh, what came first, man or women's sports?
Men sports.
Okay, so who had who had a hard time getting off the ground, men's sports or women's sports?
Both.
Thank you. So why can't women go through what the men went through of trying to get up off the ground?
Well, for one, they didn't start at the same point as men.
What you mean? We started at a harder era. Time.
Not necessarily.
Man, you okay. How about that? Okay.
Where
True
where
indeed.
where
Where what?
where we are now compared to where we came from is a big step for men and for sports in general. But why can't we bring the women up too?
Because the women have to put it work. How long you think women's league has been around? A women's league that's success. No, I'm not even take the word successful out. How long you think women's league been around?
I couldn't even tell you.
So
I
you
couldn't even
enter.
tell you.
So you are a prime example of what I'm talking about. You're even talking about something that you're truly not even interested in.
Well, because I'm not into sports, I play them, but I'm
That it,
saying
you're my prime example of what I'm talking about. You're not you're trying to talk about something that you not even into.
but I'm stating a
You
problem.
can't
Just
even
because that's like saying because I don't have cancer, I can't advocate for people that got cancer.
n-
Make it make
uh,
sense.
no. It's like saying that I went to the bank and tried to get a loan and they told me no, and you went into the bank yelling at the bank teller, not knowing the real reason of why I couldn't get the loan. That's what you're doing, technically. You're
So tell me
advocating
how
for
I
women,
didn't get the loan.
huh?
That doesn't make too much sense.
You did what it to make sense.
I'm trying to figure out how I didn't get the loan.
No, you did not listen, Johnny. You didn't listen to shit I said. That's what I be telling people. People don't listen at all. I didn't say shit about you. I said that your example didn't make sense. It's like a person, listen to me. It's like a person going into a bank to get a loan,
Mm-hmm.
come out. and tell you, and you go in there, yeah, and you go in there yelling at the bank teller, not knowing the full reason why the other person did not get the loan. Now, did you hear me?
I can see why you say that, but
Why did I say that? I say that because you don't know the real reason of why these women don't get advocated for. And if you found out the real reason, you're going to ignore that real reason and still yell at us for not
it's because
advocating.
men are sexist.
And see, yet again, that's not the real reason why men don't watch WNBA. That's not the real reason, bro.
So what's the real reason?
The real reason is because we don't want to see Bushwick men looking women play basketball.
Yeah, sexist. Thank you. My point
That's not
exactly.
sexist.
That
That's
is
being
sexist.
how?
That's being very sexist. It's because you're
How's that
saying
being
you don't.
sexist?
It's because you're saying you don't want. If the woman isn't cute, you don't want to watch her playing basketball. I get it.
That is not what I said, homie.
Basically,
That is not
that's
what I
basically
said at
what you just
all.
said.
That is
That is
Johnny,
basically what you just
Johnny,
said.
Johnny. You know what? That's how you interpret it.
Yeah,
Honestly, that is
yeah.
not what I. That is not what I
So what
meant.
do you
And
mean by bushwick women?
men don't want to see dyke women play basketball.
Yes, because they're
That is
sexist.
not sexist.
That is very sexist.
Okay.
If you like basketball, you're gonna watch basketball no matter what
Then why ain't no gay men in basketball?
because they watching all the straight men play it.
Dude, you sound like you're not being honest, Johnny.
I'm being honest.
You know why there's no gay men in basketball? Because men would not watch it. You think a bunch of straight men gonna watch a bunch of gay men play basketball, bro? Be for real. Please be honest with yourself.
So you think if the WNBA had more women that were married, had children playing basketball, it would be more appealing?
Yes, that is way more appealing to show my daughter, my young child, women that are straight, that want to get married, that want to pre-procreate, than watch showing women that want to lick and kiss on each other in the locker room. That's way more appealing. I promise you it is.
Can attest to that.
Huh?
But that's not the case for every woman that play basketball.
That's the bro. The WNBA is 86% uh dykes in there.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yet again, Johnny, that goes back to my phrase what I said that you're doing. You're like you're like a person going in there to
Hey,
get
I
a
was
bank.
wrong. Hey, listen, I said I'm saying I was wrong. You got that. I give you that.
But
I
yet
give you
again,
that.
now you see why I said with my catchphrase. You're like a person that's yelling at the bank teller for me not getting a loan when you don't know the real reason why I didn't get the loan.
Yeah. I didn't know 86% of those women were gay. Hmm.
And I'm sitting up
Okay.
here and I'm like, Johnny, I follow the sport. Like, what are you not getting
Hmm.
that I follow this sport? I've been following the WNBA since Maya Moore, since Candace Parker. Candace Parker got a child and married to a woman.
Oh God. You know what? We're gonna cut this conversation short.
No,
Yo,
don't. No, this is what happens when you step foot up in something like this. This is the problem. This is why people were mad at Shaq because when Shaq said, "Man, if you girls were a little bit more, a little something bit more skimpier, more man," I'm sorry that is true because
yeah.
don't nobody want to see no bald headed, scallywag
They want to see
could
they want to see women, women. They want to see women.
they
Yeah, I
want I
get it.
want to see women, right? I don't want to look at that girl and think that she might be a man. I'm gonna keep turning my face. I'm gonna miss the game. And yes, that has happened. I went to a game live, so stop playing with me. I done seen the WNBA girls live because I wanted to go see CC. So I went to go see CC. So stop playing with me. From the logo. So stop, like, come on, man.
Yo, did you get my that video I sent you,
No, sir.
bro? I messaged you the video, bro. Check
Um.
your
Oh, okay. Hold on. My bad.
plug that thing up.
I need you. Hey, I need you to. You know.
Pipe down a little bit. My bad. This is my. I like. I don't like all comedians, but I like some comedians. And this interview right here with this dude, he opened. He showed a different side of himself. Because he's usually the one that's interviewing people. This if you want to go on a rant and watch some funny interviews, Capiche, with him and Boozy, all types
Sir,
of
I
other
don't
people.
want to. Sir,
Listen, he interviewed these
sir,
people and
sir, sir,
he
sir.
was
You
so.
said, sir, listen,
Go
listen.
ahead.
Why you don't like to listen, Johnny?
I
What's
wasn't
wrong with
finished
listening?
talking, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Because you said one thing that I would never ever want to do. You,
And what's
and
that?
that's why I had to stop you before you kept going, so you don't waste your time.
Okay,
And you
okay.
said if I ever want to watch somebody go on funny rants, I never want to watch shit funny.
You don't want to watch funny stuff?
No,
What? Okay.
I just
Well, you
told you
may
I
like
don't
this
watch
interview
funny.
then.
I don't even watch funny movies.
Oh wow. Man, you missing out on a lot, but okay.
I don't. I don't laugh.
Okay, all right.
You came from Section 8, pulling mattresses out of the hallway, special classes, not being able to read.
Damn, you broke down every one of them and looked me right in my eyes and waited for me to say something. You been bald headed. You had long hair.
Jesus.
What?
Keep going.
After I was doing my list too.
What's the motivational part?
The thing is, you've been beautiful through every stage. Still single. I ain't got no man. Like you done been every version. Rich, you didn't have money, lost it, got it back, shot that. Was back when I first started. So imagine how he is now. Yeah.
You said, I know he's better now.
Yeah.
Going into 2026, we're going into 2026.
Yeah.
How do you feel going into the new year? What is your goals and your like word for this year? You know, we always have New Year's resolutions and stuff, but what season do you feel like you're in going into 2026?
Directing. I really want to get into that, and I love to give. I love to see potential and give people like a shine. So
Opportunity.
yeah, so I feel like that's really dope to be able to get on TikTok and see who's next. Like I love to watch and see who next, and just like my career ain't
Is
been
there
about
any?
me. If you actually get
Is there anywhere
Huh?
Pacific? Is there any Pacific part where you was at that's interesting?
Nah, but he kind of talked a little bit. They kind of brought up a word where I stopped watching that and I wanted to get back into it. It was about neurodivergence. He brought that word up,
Where?
and they were about to start
What?
getting
Where?
into that.
What number? What? How long was you
Oh,
into it?
excuse me. I don't know. Let me check. Hold on.
Yeah, this TV pulling.
I think it's at like 55:33. Oh no, not at
Slow.
that end. Oh
For
God,
sure.
Peace. Look.
Huh?
not at that end. 52 minutes like left.
You said 55-33, so I went to 55-33.
My bad. I meant to say left.
What what you mean 55 minutes left? That's
So
like
like,
3 minutes into the thing, or 8 minutes
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
So you talking about way up here somewhere?
Yeah.
That
If you could do the math.
That I'm a good romantic partner. I'm a good girlfriend. I'm a good lover. So I'm going to do all these things to buy your love and buy your approval. And it's like, you're enough without doing all of these things. I understand that God has given me this platform to help people and put people in position, but it's not our responsibility to change people.
Mhm.
It's our, I do believe we should be a good steward over our money and our opportunities and what God has given us to help people, but they ultimately have to choose change for themselves. So I think there is a balance between giving to overcompensate to prove that you're worthy,
Mhm.
and also doing what God has called you to do with your money. So now I take everything to God when before I didn't. Like
Mhm.
asking him, like, what do you want me to help this person?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, just because this person is in this situation, maybe God's trying to teach them a lesson, or maybe God is trying to hold them accountable. Like, he didn't tell you to give them that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So discerning between the two.
Yeah, because you can stop them from learning a lesson that they were supposed to learn. So, and I remember you said that too. Sometimes you was like, I probably you need to go through that. I remember when you spoke on that. And just to say, I just said this with my friend. I feel like I didn't say so many yes, and it made me look bad because I couldn't answer to all my yeses. So sometimes when you open a door to somebody, you can open a new problem. And I just told that to my brother today. I said, imagine you having a girl and she don't have nowhere to stay, right? And y'all perfectly fine while she like that. But you like, you know what? I feel like you should come to my house and move with me. And then she moves with you. And then she also noticed that your mama come in and clean every morning. Now she don't like that about you. The fact that you allow her to come to your house, you also just open a new problem. And then what if that makes y'all split? So again, it's like when you helping somebody, you can also hurt you too. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's like, dang, you just never know what comes when you.
what do you think about that?
I
That was
think I
deep.
think there's some truth to that. Yeah.
What's up, E-Dub? You
Tell them to pop up.
think, man, you just told him I don't need to say nothing.
Kind of went in and out.
I went in and out. Yeah, that's just letting me know I'm gonna have to really do that graphics card. It's pulling like I'm pulling from three big TVs. Motherfucker,
Yeah,
oh,
you
I think
definitely need that graphics card.
it's working over here.
What's going on, E? I hope all is well with you, man.
So you think opening up a new problem is okay? You was cool with a girl while she was living out on the streets. Now you bring her in. Now you got problems. You think it was worth it?
Well, like he was gonna go into it and speak about like who are you helping them for? Are you helping them for you, or are you helping them for them? So it's like it all that's what it depends on, like who you helping them for, or what are you helping them for? Like if you're helping them for you, then it's like they can't really do nothing to get you upset or mad because you're doing it out of the goodness out of your heart. But if you're helping them for them, then it's like if they do something that's messed up, you could look at it as a problem or something. So
So I help you. I use you to help you, but it's a problem. But if you use me while I was helping you, it's not a problem.
Say it again.
You use me to help yourself, it's a problem.
Not a
You use
problem.
me, huh?
If I'm helping you
That
to
ain't what
help
I said.
me,
That ain't what I said.
see now you're
See,
going into word semantics.
no, I'd rather use words correctly and what they're meant for than try to use other words to mean another meanings, because then you're not being direct. And I'd rather be
Well, it's
direct.
more so like, okay, so let me rephrase it then. If I help somebody out from the goodness out of my heart, rather than helping somebody out because they need help, it's totally different.
So what about using?
What
I
about
use
using people?
the word use for a reason.
If I'm help somebody can help you out for no reason at all.
That's
And it
not
could
what
be
I.
just and it could be from
What
the
if I
goodness out of their
use
heart.
you? So what if I use you?
Then what happens when I'm not
Like,
useful to
why
you
is you
anymore?
avoiding? Huh?
If what happens when I'm not useful to you anymore, then that becomes a problem.
Does it?
When I'm not useful anymore, yeah.
But ain't that how everybody kind of works? Everybody use somebody because they're useful for something.
No, that ain't how. No, 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 no,
No, you
no.
really. I don't think you looking at life right. Of
I
how.
guess I don't look at it right. I don't look at life as how I can use people. I look at
See,
life
I
as
didn't
how
say
I
that.
could be helpful.
You're not Johnny.
Go ahead.
You don't listen at all.
But I'm just
You
using
put
your words.
Yeah, but you're not listening of how I'm using the word. I'm
So
using a
go ahead. I'll
word.
let you explain.
I'm using a word as I'm using you. I'm not looking to use a person. I'm using you. Using a
For
person
what?
is
For
either
what?
I didn't give a reason.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody use a person. That's interaction with a person. How you think you get
Hold on, you
somewhere?
went in and out.
Everybody use people. Everybody use people, whether you like it or not. Just like I had to explain to people about police officers that that
Go back down, baby. You hear me? Go ahead. Go with your phone. I'll be over there in a
racial
second.
the racial profile. I'm just gonna ask you this
Go
simple question. Do you
go ahead.
think do you think it's necessary for a cop to racial profile?
To racially profile?
Yes.
No.
Then how do you expect a police officer to find a suspect with no clues?
By the description that they get. Now that
Well,
description can be broad. It could be a white male in a tuxedo. It
okay,
could be
stop,
a black.
stop,
It could be
stop,
anything.
stop, 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 stop. The first phrase that you said was what? It could be a what? Can you please repeat that first sentence you said?
It could be a white male in a tuxedo.
That automatically makes a police officer do what?
Look for a white male in a tuxedo.
Racial profile.
No, because it could be a black male in a tuxedo.
You just know. What did you say?
It
When
could.
if they're
What I'm saying
when
is it could be anybody. It could be a black
Yes,
male in a tuxedo
but
or a white male in a tuxedo.
when somebody call in, they're gonna give the coloration or the race to the best of their ability to describe the person. So that automatically makes a police officer have to racially profile. They
Not
have no
necessarily. No,
choice.
no, that's not true. That's
sir.
not racially profiling. That's going off of a description of a suspect that you have. Racial profiling,
And when you bring
when
the
you
color
racially
in,
when
when
you
you bring the
racially
color,
profile, go ahead.
sir, when you bring the color in, when you bring color, when you say white, black, when you say Mexican, when you say brown, that's bringing that's when you that's unfortunately, when it's all said and done, that's racially profiling.
No, when you racial profile people, what they made it, what I get from racial profiling is people that, if okay, I'm bored, let me go try to find trouble. So let me go into a neighborhood where I suspect people who look like people that may be into trouble. But
That's
that's what I get from race.
discrimination. That's
That's what
that,
I get.
that's not racially profiling. That's discrimination, sir. From a police officer, and you can ask every police officer of different race, they're gonna tell you they automatically have to racially profile. They have no choice. Even if you like it or not, I get it.
It
They
could be no, because the thing is, it could still be. It could be off. It could be a white male, sagging, which is out of the norm, but they still fit. What racial group are you saying that they fit in? Then no, they don't fit in a particular racial group, but they do still fit a profile where they're trying to look for a suspect, but that race is out
then
of
you
that
when you
norm.
say white, bruh, you automatically go to race. Period. When you say
Yeah, but
black,
that doesn't. Yes, but that's not necessarily a
you
racial
keep
pro.
saying that's not necessarily when it's technically necessarily doing it. They they no matter how you try to frame it, and I'm glad you're going through the argument in your head because when it's all said and done, they're gonna racially profile. They have no choice. When you say brown, there's
Well,
no way they
no.
should be looking.
Here,
There's no
let
way,
me. I'm gonna read
sir.
what racial profiling is to the Oxford definition.
To the
It
hold on,
says
what
this
definition?
is Oxford definition of racial profiling. It says Oxford sources define racial profiling as law enforcement targeting individuals for suspicion of crime based on race, ethnicity, or national origin,
Okay,
rather than concrete evidence relying rather than concrete evidence, they're relying on stereotypes about certain groups being predisposed to criminal activity. It involves singling out people for scrutiny or different treatment due to race. So it has nothing to do with uh, using any sort of evidence that they have to describe an individual, but solely basing them off of their race. That's why I was saying it could be a white male that's sagging, which can be like, oh, that's out of the norm. That's out of a cultural norm. Or it could be a black male in a tuxedo. Oh, well, okay, a black male tuxedo. Well, that's out of the norm. You know what I mean? So it's like we can use they're using stereotypes when it pertains to racial profiling,
okay.
which is not okay.
So what year that definition came out?
What year did it come out?
Did that
This
definition? Did
is
that?
I just went on Google. Just went on Google, man.
Okay, okay. So you can look up the year that definition came out. You can, because you're right there. It says it right there at the bottom, most likely. Because that term is new. Because yet again, sir, when
What year
you
did this come out? I don't know what year this came out.
okay, so sir, let me finish. Because
Huh.
when you name a color, That is a race. Nine times
2011.
out of 2011.
Yep.
Yet again, new. Um, when you name a color, when you name a color,
It sounds
that is,
like it, but that's not what it is.
sir,
Hmm.
sir, it is what it
No, it's
is.
not. I just
It
told you
may
the
be, it
definition.
may be, it may be hurtful to understand that when you calling in and you're giving a description, you're gonna name the race of the person. Yes or no?
That's not racial
Yeah.
profiling.
Excuse me. Yes or no?
That's not racial profiling,
Yes,
though.
sir. Yes or no?
Just because I give a description of someone's race, that does not mean that I'm racially profiling somebody. No, that does not. That means I'm giving you a description of the individual who has committed a crime against me. Has nothing to do with racial profiling.
I didn't say you. You didn't let me finish.
Me
You
or
just stopped me.
anybody else. It could be me or
Yeah,
anybody else. If they call in
sir,
and say, hey, there was a
sir,
black male that came
sir,
into my house,
sir,
he wore X,
sir,
Y, and Z, that's not
sir.
racially profiling.
That's not racial profiling. But when a cop goes looking for the suspect, he's gonna racially profile because you gave him a color, so he got to narrow the suspect. Because if you say a black guy, that means he can't go locking up a white guy.
That's not true.
Oh my God.
That's not because if they did that, they would not be doing their jobs.
That's true.
If they did that, they would not be doing their jobs. What the first thing that they would do is secure the area, search for anybody that may be wearing whatever they have, or if they are of that color, look for that individual that fits the description.
That's when they don't have a
But the
racial
first,
pro. Hey, hold on, stop
even if they
right there.
had, even if, hold
Hold on,
on,
hold on. That's
even
when
if
you
they
don't.
had, even if they
Stop.
had a
No, 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 no. Let
racial,
me finish. No, 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 no. Because
even if they had someone
no,
that
no.
was that
You
was,
slipped. You
I
slipped.
didn't say
You
because I'm
slipped.
saying
When
even
you
if,
said that, when you come, sir, when you
even
said
if
that,
the first
even
thing you
when they
do is
said
what?
that,
Scan
no,
the area.
sir,
The first
sir,
thing you do is scan the area to see if
sir.
anybody fits the
When
description,
when you
whether it be
don't
car,
when you
whatever.
don't have the color, then you can't racially profile. Because why? It's not
No,
a
that's not true.
narrow.
That's like no. That's like saying, well, you know what? Me racially profiling is this. Oh, house just got robbed up the street. First thing I do is go to the ghetto and see if there's anybody outside of the street that looks like the people that fit the description that they had. That's called racially profiling. Now, if I go to the area, search around the area, look for any suspected activity, which is something that I should do first, now that's not racially profiling. That's
Sir,
me doing my
sir,
job. Because the first
sir,
thing that they do as cops
Jo-
is secure
Johnny,
the area.
Johnny.
They
The
don't
first
just
thing you
go out
do,
looking for black
Johnny,
people or white
Johnny,
people.
Johnny. No,
Go
they
ahead.
don't. You- You're not.
So they don't.
Because
So
for
that's
one,
not racially
Johnny,
profiling.
listen,
Then
listen, Johnny, listen. Just please
go ahead.
listen,
I'm gonna listen. Go ahead.
Johnny, listen.
Yeah.
Because before the police go out, they get a phone call. You call in the crime,
Yep.
okay? Right?
Mm-hmm.
If the victim do not give a color, then yes, the police officer is not going to racially profile because, yet again, all people, all hands on deck, everybody is damn near a suspect. That's why they say that.
That's not
But
true.
it,
That's not
let me
true.
finish, Johnny. Let me
Go ahead.
finish.
I'm gonna let you
But when if
finish.
a victim tells you the color, of the suspect. Yes, that's going to make the cop racially profile because now he has a color and group of suspect of people to go in because the police is not going to pull up without the phone call.
Now, Capiche, again, that's not racially profiling because it's based off of evidence. Anything that's based off evidence is not racially profiling. It's them figuring out and finding the suspect to the crime. Now, if it had, now this is racially profiling. Oh, someone came and robbed my house. Oh, do you know what they look like? No, I don't, but I know that they had ski masks on and this, that, and the third. Okay. Well, now me racially profiling is thinking like, well, who robs people? Well, people that don't got no money rob people. So let me go check in the area where people that don't got money rob people. What does that happen the most? These people probably came out here and did it. That's racially profiling. But if
You
someone
didn't
gives
even
me a
name a
description,
race. You didn't
I
even name a race.
because you know what? It has everything to do with stereotypes. A racial profile can have something to do with stereotypes. If you want me to say the ghetto has a ton of individuals out there. They got white, black, Hispanic, all different colors. So it don't really in my eyes, it don't really
Yeah,
matter.
oh,
But the
right.
stereotype behind it is,
So
oh, this
what you just named, sir, is
if you
discrimination. You
no,
when you go out
no,
there,
you got these
yeah,
words mixed up. If I go to
no,
the
you
Oxford
don't.
Dictionary again, it's gonna tell you it's based off of evidence. Racially profiling is not based off of evidence. No, I'm sorry, racial profiling is not based on evidence that they got from a crime. If someone told me there was a black male that came into my house and da 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 da. There's nothing wrong with the cops going out searching for a black male that may have suspected and
Is
done
there
a
okay? So
crime.
is there a
That's
problem?
not racially profiling.
Johnny, stop right there.
Go ahead.
If I say that a black man robbed me and the police go locking up white people, is that a problem?
Yeah.
That's okay then. That's where you get to racial profiling.
Yes, but that is
You
racial
just
profiling.
said
Yeah, that
yes.
is. Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to prove. That's what I'm trying to say. So cops automatically have to racial profile when it comes to looking for suspects.
No, they don't.
Okay then.
Because if they do, they will be locking up black people
For
instead of
what?
white people.
Why you
For
think
any it could be for any crime.
so you just
If someone gives you if
that
I
does
say that a
that
white
does
male
not mean
robbed me, if I
Johnny,
say
that
that a
does not
white
mean that,
male,
Johnny.
if I say a white male robbed
That
me,
does not mean that, Johnny.
if I say a white male robbed me, and you go lock up a black male who you suspect robbed me, that's racially profiling.
Amen.
Now, if I tell you that a black male robbed me, and you go lock up a black male that may have suspectedly did it, that's not racially profiling
That's racially
because
profiling.
no, it's not.
Yes, that
Because it's
is.
based off of evidence. They got a description of an
Is
individual.
sir,
It's
sir,
based off evidence.
is it or is it not based off the profile that you delivered?
No, it's based off the evidence.
Is it based off the profile that you gave me? You gave
Do
me
you
a
know what? Do
profile
we have?
to
Okay, so let's
describe
look
the
up
person.
racial. Let's look up racial profiling again. Racial
Sir,
profiling.
you
Let's look
can
it
look
up.
up any dictionary that you want to until you just know that you gave a profile, a description of a person, and you racially based it off the skin color. You
Racial
just
profiling is discriminatory. Did you hear that? Is discriminatory? You didn't know that. Okay. Of law enforcement or security targeting individuals for suspicion of crime based on their race, ethnicity, religion, or natural origin rather than an individual behavior or keyword Evidence. Relying on stereotypes instead. It involves stopping, searching, and scrutinizing people because of assumptions tied to their group identity, leading to unfair treatment like driving while black or brown and violating human rights. So no, if someone gives me a description of a black male, as if I'm an officer and someone gives me a description of a black male that's driving a Cadillac, right? I'm gonna stop black males driving a Cadillac to make sure that it's not the individual that has committed a crime. That's not racially profiling. That's me going off of evidence.
You ready for me to respond?
Go ahead.
Because I'm glad you read that definition. That's a beautiful definition that don't mean shit. Because when you listen to what the fuck, the normal basic word, it's like y'all listen to new age words and be like, oh man, this is a new age word just because this is how we felt and we feel like this. But then you're not listening to the basic words of what you're doing. Because when you identify somebody, you're giving somebody a profile. And I do believe that's what the word they be using. So now that we want to say discriminatory, which is really that's what it really is somebody discriminatory against people, and that's what it really should be called. But you know what I'm saying, I get it. Y'all want to say racial profiling, but when police officers automatically racial profiling, you taking something that police officers automatically do and make it sound negative, so you make it harder for them to do their job.
Okay, Capiche. Let's break down the word
Which one?
profiling. What's the word? What does profiling mean?
Go ahead. 'Cause I feel like you got it right there.
I do. It
I
says
know.
the
I
re-
see it in your
it
glasses.
says yeah. It says the recording, and then this is called profiling, not profile, but profiling. It says the recording and analysis of a person's psychological and behavioral characteristics so as to assess or predict their capabilities in a certain sphere, or right to assist in identifying a particular subgroup of people. So for us, it's that or. So it's to assist in identifying a particular subgroup of people. That's what profiling is.
Okay.
Now okay, so we know what profiling is.
Right.
Now do
I
cops
think that sounds
profile
like
people?
that
Is
sounds
that
like
something that
that
isn't that
sounds like what
discriminatory?
is that discriminatory? No.
Yes. Profiling isn't discriminatory?
No.
Oh my God. Profiling is definitely discriminatory. Cops get sued for profiling all the time because it's discriminatory.
Because
Profiling is discriminatory.
you can if you can prove it in a court of law, yeah. Is it naturally something that you normally do? Yes.
Is it something that you should naturally normally do? No.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes. That's how
No.
you find suspects.
No,
It's
that's
off
not.
the profile
No, it's
that you
not. Oh.
give.
So let's look up profile. Because we looked up profiling. Now this is called profile. It says for one, it's a noun. It says an outline of something, especially a person's face as seen from one side. Two, a short article giving a description of a person or organization. Which one do you feel best fits your narrative?
Both.
So a person's face and a description of a person or organization?
Yes, because yet again, you got to think about this. I'm on the other line of the phone telling you that, hey, somebody came into my career. And what they're going to tell, what they're going to say, can you describe the person? And when you
Yes, can
describe
you?
the person, let me finish.
So describe the person, Caprice. Let's walk through this.
Huh?
Let's walk through it. Describe the person.
They 5'9", tall, red coat, hat. Did they have boots on? Did they have a heavy voice? Did could you? Hey, what's that famous line they asked you? Did you happen to see what color he
No,
was?
did you happen to get their face? Did you happen to get their face?
Well, listen here. You lucky that I'm trying something new because you make me want to
Did
pull
you
up a.
happen to get their face?
Do we got to
Did you
pull up
happen to get a
operating
look
phone?
at them? Did you happen to get a look at them?
Right. Can you describe the person?
Can you describe the person? Yes. Can you?
Right.
I'm asking you.
Right.
Can you, Capiche? Can you?
Huh?
Can you
Huh?
describe the person? Let's walk through
And when
this.
you describe the person, I'm going to definitely tell you the color of his skin.
Okay. And let's say you gave the color of his skin. What's the first thing the cop is gonna do
He gonna
when
lock
he
up
hears
every.
this?
He's gonna He's gonna read the profile because he's gonna make a profile and read the description. Then we're gonna go out the suspects that fit the profile.
No. First thing he's gonna do is secure the area, right? Because if he
No,
was racially, hold on, because if he was racially profiling, he would go to the individuals who look like those people, dress like those people, talk like those people, everything that has to do with those people. And he's gonna
no,
go
that's
into, hold on,
that's
no, no, no,
that's
no, no.
not
Let me
that's
finish.
not correct.
He will
That's not
go,
correct.
hold on. He will go into that area and look for those types of people and see which one fits the description. Now, before he does that, what he shouldn't do is not the first thing that he should do. What I mean is going out and looking for those types of people. But the first thing he should do as a law enforcement officer is secure the area for any suspects. So he's going to look around the area where the crime took place and look for the description of those suspects. Period. That's what he's going to do first. Secure the area because there's a crime scene. They have to set boundaries.
To
They
see
got to do
people
this.
that
They got to do
to
that.
see the
That's what
people
they
that
do.
sir, to see the people that fit the what? What do they got to fit the what? They got to fit the. It start with a P. Come on, say it with me. Come on now. They got to fit the what?
They got to fit the stuff. They got to fit the evidence. Look at the cat. You see the cat?
Ah, stop
You see him?
playing. They got to fit the profile.
Yes,
You
but
know
that's not necessarily meaning that they're
what?
profiling. Just because they fit a profile doesn't mean that they're
If they're
profiling.
if they profiling suspects, and then you have a color, then you racially profile. All right, I love this content. Hey, you got somebody up
Racial?
here agreeing. You got somebody up here agreeing with you too. They fighting with you. Oh my bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, bro. The first thing that they're gonna do is secure the area, bro.
First thing we're gonna do is look for anybody that fit the profile.
No, you secure the area. Cause you can find I could say, oh, it was a black male pants sagging down. I could be like, you know what? I know where 100 black males pants sagging down at. Let me go there. Why would you go there? If they just committed a crime, there's a possibility that they could just be in the area. So secure the area first. before you go out looking for individuals that try to fit that description. And then you got to place time into the area. You got to think about how much time has been passed because they may wear a certain outfit. Now you got to look at different analytics. Now you got to go through different highways and byways to figure out who the suspect actually is. So it
And
takes
that's
it
why
takes
they
a,
and that's why you try your best to racially profile the suspect as best as possible. So therefore, you're not on a wild goose chase.
see the
Come
cat,
on, man. Sir, sir,
see the caddy, kitty.
Johnny, Johnny.
Yes.
I got people that watch my show that are literally terrified of cats.
Oh God, not this one.
You you gonna say not this one? It's a cat. I said I got people that watch my show that are terrified of cats. All cats. It doesn't matter what cat it is. Your cat is not special if it's
Yes, he
terrified of.
is. His name is Mochi.
Sir, I'm just please don't put the cat in there because I
Okay, if
don't
he
want to
puts
lose.
himself in it, don't be mad. He's still a
I
kitten.
don't I don't want to lose subscribers that I know that are terrified of cats because they told me out their own mind.
Okay.
Why do people not take people credibility of what they say? I understand people lie. I get it. People do lie. True indeed. So I'm not. I get it if you say because people lie, but I mean for the fact when you tell a person, "Hey, I'm not feeling good. I didn't come to work. My stomach hurt and stuff like that," and then you go to work and you go with your coworkers, and your coworkers be like, "Man, you didn't come to work because man, you was trying to fuck on what you call it." And they be like, no, 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 I'm really, my stomach was hurt and I wasn't feeling good. Come on, man, keep it real with me. We know you was, what's it called? Just because what's it called was out too. And I'm telling you, this is the reason, or what's the reason. Because, and I'm bringing this up because even in debates, when you're debating with somebody and then somebody will try to, I just feel like it's a cheap shot where people would try to describe how you think somebody feel when you can't. It's impossible to know how people feel, especially about a subject on something like you can't do that. You can get close, I get it. We all want to, even I think I can sometimes, but yet again I try not to get the feelings. That way if I stay out of feelings then I know I can get in the ballpark because yet again there's other things or characteristics about a person that don't change, and characteristic doesn't have shit to do with feelings. But yet again, just like Johnny, you told me that you woke up, you feel good, you had a good day, everything is peachy cream, right? You told me that. And just because we just had this back and forth, I'll be like, Johnny, you just having a bad day. But you told me in the beginning when we first started this a whole hour ago that you woke up feeling good. And just because we just had a disagreement about racial profile, Johnny, you woke up had a bad day. But you be and then you sit up here and correct me and be like, no, Capiche. I actually woke up and had a good day. I'm not mad or nothing. I'm just sitting here debating with you. Now, no, Johnny, you mad. How you gonna tell me? I hear it in your voice. People kill me doing that. I just that is the cheapest blow shot that I'm just so sick and tired of. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of it. I think that's something else I want to call people out on their bullshit for next year too. Don't don't try to quote somebody's feelings and you don't know nobody's feeling. You is not uh what's that cartoon? You is not in and out. Okay. You is not the four emotion wreck the scales on the scale to describe and describe somebody emotions. That shit is yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired of it. I'm rant. I know I'm rant. He like, man, I don't even know. I don't even know where you're going with this one. Johnny, you know what I'm talking about, though. Don't act like you do. I mean, don't act like you don't. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about.
What you talking about, man?
See, you trying to play me boo boo for the fool. You gonna make me have to bring up one of them old shows and like, must I show you? Who can describe you better than you? I shouldn't have asked you that.
Wow, who I'ma say?
Jesus. Hey, you hear me? I said I shouldn't have asked you that, huh? I asked the wrong person there. Hey man, I got a new TikTok profile. I can't wait to share it with the group today.
What is it?
You want to hear the name?
Sure.
No, you don't. It ain't really that bad, but it's just to make fun of the situation and what we watching. Cause today we be watching the watch party today.
Watch party for what?
The P Diddy Netflix thing.
No.
I do what so I think I'm gonna just have watch party on Wednesdays.
Christmas Eve?
Yeah. You think I'm gonna just stop because it's Christmas Eve? I don't give a shit. For real, for real. Man, people everybody ain't gonna have something to do. You're gonna have downtime. Everybody still gonna be in their damn phone. You wanna hear the name for real, bro? I was hoping you say no.
No, I wanna hear it.
Diddy, I'm your baby or
That's what you made your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok?
that's the name I chose.
Oh my goodness. Why'd you choose that name?
Just to go, just because it's gonna. As soon as people see that name, it's just gonna spark a conversation. It's just a tapper. It's just a tapper. It's not like I'm ever gonna use the profile. Um, Whenever this Diddy thing over with, and I need a new name and something else popping, I'm gonna change it to whatever name is popping. I, hey, I should have changed it to the real Epstein file, huh?
Oh goodness. You tripping now.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
What? You want me to change it to the real R. Kelly? No.
Mac and Capiche was cool, you know.
No, I'm keeping that. That's me. I'm never changing my profile name.
No.
Yeah, I'm never. This is a backup profile coming out just a yeah. That's why I can't wait till 3 o'clock get here and Brooklyn now coming there and they read that name. They gonna like, what the hell? Who is that? Hey, they gonna go and they gonna say Kapeash. I'm like, Kapeash what? No, no kind of Kapeash all the time. Even though it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. But I'm gonna try to say it's not me for a while. Just for the shits and giggles.
Hmm.
I
Oh
I
man.
don't know, man. I think I don't know. I just name creating that shit is fun. Okay, it's funny. It's real funny. And this dog knocked over this mess. So are you busy today?
Me?
Yeah. Cause we doing
Yeah.
TikTok. We're doing TikTok an hour and a half. And then we're gonna do the watch party later on. And then later on, I'm doing it, bro. I'm trying to do like 4 or 5 shows today. Like I only got one day off.
I could try to get on later tonight.
You gonna try to I'm still gonna do my good night Kapeash show around 10ish 11. I don't know what time that is for you, but that's late night.
Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock. Hold on, I gotta go use the bathroom. Let's end this show.
All right.
And then after
Ladies and
hour.
ladies and gentlemen, bro, there was another one, man. It went down in the I'm out. Peace. Johnny, tell him
Peace.
something good, man.
Hey, God is good. Let me tell you about that. That's the only thing that's good out here, man. Trying to tell
Hey
you, man,
man.
get with him or get lost. You don't want to get lost, you know? So get with him, man. He's everything. He'll give you
All
the
right,
grace
y'all.
that you need.
Peace.
Peace.